the center of West Africa, a beacon seems to be rising, and this is no other person than Burkina Faso's president, that is military leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore. And interestingly, he has been featured in an article by BBC, and in that same articles, we have people, renowned men and women from all over the world giving interesting comments about him. We will go into the details of this and then see what people are saying. Chris, so we have an interesting topic here. It says why Burkina Faso's Junta leader has captured hearts and minds around the world. So this is not just Africa, around the world.
Yeah, so on 11th May 2025, BBC posted an article on their website which talks about why Ibrahim Traore has captured the hearts and minds of people around the world. And yes, indeed, you yourself out there, myself, and some other people, renowned people in Africa and across the globe, they have also, said, some good things about this president, this military leader, some good things about him that has captured their heart. So today we'll go through some of the things that these people said and has been captured on BBC. Some of them were interviewed directly by the BBC, and some of them were write-ups that they made. So quickly, let's go through what BBC wrote. So the very first sentence that really caught my attention was, his message has resonated across Africa and beyond, with his admirers seeing him as following in the footsteps of African heroes like Burkina Faso's very own Thomas Sankara, a Marxist revolutionary who is sometimes referred to as Africa Che Guevara. So yes, they are talking about the fact that people are relating his regime currently to that of Thomas Sankara, who had the same ideology as we have currently with Ibrahim Traore. And we all know what happened to Thomas Sankara, that he ruled for 4 years, and then after the 4 years, yes, they killed him, and So this is the first thing BBC wrote, and that really caught my attention.
Before we move on to other matters, interestingly, people are asking, is there a possibility that Burkina Faso would go into democracy anytime soon?
And for that one, I've mentioned it before. Ibrahim Traore himself gave himself a time frame that after this period, he is going to, make sure that the country organizes an election democratically, so they can democratically elect a president. But the people themselves were like, no, we want you to extend your stay for some time. And yes, up till now, we still have Captain Ibrahim Traore as the military leader in Burkina Faso.
Right, let's proceed.
Yes, so we have another one here. After seizing power in coup in 2022, Traoré's regime ditched former colonial power France in favor of strong alliance with Russia that has included the deployment of a Russian paramilitary brigade and adopted left-wing economic policies. This includes setting up a state-owned mining company requiring foreign firms to give it a 15% stake in their local operations and to transfer skills to Burkinabe people. So now, when you come into Burkina, you set up a state-owned mining company requiring foreign firms to give it a 15% stake in their local operations. Let's move on. The rule also applies to Russian miner No Gold, which was given a license in late April for its latest investment in Burkina Faso's gold. Now let's pick some of the
interesting comments that
we all know that spoke with BBC, what they said. We have Enoch Randy Akins. He's a researcher at South Africa's Institute of Security Studies. He told the BBC that Traoré's radical reforms had increased his popularity in Africa.
No doubt, right?
And yes, indeed, these kind of reforms will definitely increase your popularity, because these are things that we don't get our democratically elected presidents do. You can't just come and you shut down your colonial master. I mean,
yeah, the funds, their activities,
I mean,
and everything,
everything.
their systems.
Everything. You expel their military people, you shut down their embassy in Burkina Faso, and you make sure that the people of Burkina Faso are really enjoying the fruits of their own labor, the resources, the mineral resources that they have. He has the people of Burkina Faso, the citizens at heart. Not that they come, they loot whatever that we have here in Africa and they take it away. No.
So he's not looking at enriching himself as we see other African leaders do.
You see, this is the kind of speculations out there in the Western world.
Okay.
That he has come to make sure that he is able to use the resources of Burkina Faso to protect their regime.
Okay.
But that is not so. We all can see that. I mean, he's trying his best as the president to make sure that, because he's saying that when you set up a firm, I mean, the state-owned firm, yes, basically maybe it will be operated by foreigners or whatever, but you make sure that you impart the people of Burkina Faso. Okay. That in a very short while, we will have Burkina citizens taking over these refineries. And mind you, it was in his regime that for the very first time, Burkina Faso is having gold reserves.
Interesting. So in the past, Burkina Faso had not had any gold reserve.
No.
Or any refinery too.
No.
Wow.
So they were not doing even doing the mining themselves. Do you understand?
Right.
Yes. But now they make sure they do it locally. They make sure that it is refined before exported.
Okay.
He's now arguably Africa's most popular, if not favorite president.
Right.
Mr. Akins said, Enoch Randy Akins of
South
Africa's Institute. So, I mean, the favorite, if not president or military leader that we
Please
all know.
Do let us know in the comment section if he happens to be your favorite president. And then if there's any well wishes you have for him, leave it in the comment section. This is Pinax TV. Let's continue.
Miss Ocean said, so Miss Ocean she said that Traoré first caught the attention of Africans when he spoke at the Russia-African Summit in 2023, telling African leaders to stop behaving like puppets who dance every time their imperialists pull the strings.
This is actually a very bold statement to make on an international platform.
Yes.
Looking at the fact that you are not addressing citizens, but you are addressing fellow African leaders.
Yes.
And then he says they should stop behaving like puppets.
When you go under most of our comment sections on Ibrahim Traore, you can see that people are typing no more puppets.
Okay.
We don't want to entertain puppets as our leaders in Africa. And yes, he's trying to be bold enough to tell African leaders that, I mean, you don't have to be begging and be kneeling down to the imperialists. I mean, you should be able to stand on your own, like what is happening in Senegal.
Okay.
Faye is doing so much in Senegal.
Right.
Do you understand? And I see him to be following the steps of Ibrahim Traore.
We have to do a story on that.
We'll definitely touch on that. Maybe by next week we'll touch on that one.
Sure.
So Miss Ocean, everyone who has experienced racism, colonialism, and slavery can relate to his messages. Miss Ocean said, pointing out that African-American rapper Meek Mill had posted about him on X late last year, saying how much he liked. So you see, it's not something that is just limited to Africa here. Do you understand? There are people,
celebrities.
Yes, there are people out there who are, I mean, also
jumping on
the trend and talking about the fact that yes, I mean, this man is doing so much. He's a media savvy, so there's another person and uses the past to build his popularity. He knows the art of politics, how to make a nation completely traumatized by war feel there is a better future. He's really good at the game.
Right.
Now let's. Okay, you can come in.
Yeah. So just with the comments that you gave, it makes us know that although there's been a coup, there's positivity because he's making us understand that although there is the fact that there's no democratic leadership, but it doesn't mean that there can't be good governance.
Yes,
and he's actually demonstrating
the fact that he wasn't democratically elected, but through his coup and his military leadership, he can do more. So let's see. A 2024 survey in 39, this is from Afrobarometer, which was reported on by BBC. As a 2024 survey in 39 countries by Afrobarometer showed a drop in support for democracy, although it remained the most popular form of government. Democracy has failed to give hope to the youth. It has not delivered jobs or better education and health. This is Professor Eni. Told BBC. This is a Ghanaian speaking. So, I mean, it is telling us that there are 39 countries that is not in support for democracy. Do you understand? And it is kind of obvious at the level of, so now if you take about 10 people, especially the youth, take about 10 of them, there are 8 of them who has this kind of support for Captain Ibrahim Traore. Not for the coup, but for what he is doing as a military president. The reformations that he is doing in Burkina Faso. So let's see, we'll have some other. It was Traoré who stole the show at the inauguration of Ghana's President John Mahama in January when he arrived wearing battle fatigues with a pistol in his holster. I mean, yes, when he came, he stole the show.
He did.
We are all here, we witnessed it. When he came, how people were applauding him. And yes.
Even the security men, security guys around our president were following him around when they saw the gun. It was interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot that they've said, I mean, good things about, despite these reports. So as for the World Bank, it said that inflation has surged from 0.7 in 2023 to 4.2 in 2024. But the extreme poverty rate, which refers to the people living on less than $2.15 a day, have fallen by almost 2%, 2 percentage points to 24.9% because of robust growth in the agriculture and services sectors.
I think we did a story. I don't know if you have watched it, but you can look through our page and then visit that story where we said Ibrahim Traore had donated a number of farming items, agricultural machines to farmers. So you can tell that he's not only into one sector, but all round he's doing his best to ensure that he impacts the, let's say, development of the nation in every aspect that he can. Agriculture, mining, every aspect at all.
Let's continue from here. Mr. Akin said Traoré could learn from others, pointing out that when Rawlings took power in Ghana at the age of 32, he was known as Junior Jesus, but after 19 years, he left a mixed legacy. He had been unable to stem corruption despite helping to create an enduring democracy. For a lasting legacy, Mr. Akin said Traoré should focus on achieving peace and building strong state institutions to bring about good governance rather than personalizing power and cracking down on dissent. So now he's trying to tell him, I mean, this is an advice that a Ghanaian, a Ghanaian is giving to President Ibrahim Traore, that he should make sure that he set up institutions. So it is here, strong state institutions to bring about good governance. Do you understand? Now, we are talking about Ibrahim Traore. You see, the more reasons why people feel like military rule is not really something that they're vying for or something. It's because everything comes from the president.
It's personalized.
Personalized. I want this to be done. I want that to be done. I want this to be done.
So but technically, in the absence of the president,
there is nothing that is going on.
Oh, I get it.
But Mr. Akins, who is a Ghanaian, is trying to put it, advise him that he should be able to establish strong state institutions. So that state institution is taking care of this. This institution is taking care of that. So you follow up with them as they also come in and bring in their policies. Do you understand? But with the mindset that there will be corruption, when there is these people involved, I mean, there will be misappropriation of funds, they will bring up their ideas, you give them money, and the next thing is a different story that they are telling you. So let me be on my own and be doing and be working out. But if he's able to set up strong state institutions, I mean, this will be a legacy that will live for the people of Burkina Faso when he is no more. Because the likelihood that if there's a democratically elected president to come and wants to continue the legacy of Ibrahim Traore, who are the people he will fall on?
Okay.
He can't fall on the military people.
Okay.
He has to fall on the ordinary civilians.
Yeah.
So people who are working in these kind of state institutions should be followed. Do you understand?
Okay.
So that is an advice that he gave, trying to cite an example with Ghana's leaders.
Okay.
As at this time, everybody will praise you. They will give you all the accolades and everything. But when you are no more and all your legacies are not able
to stand the test of time,
people will still see you that you didn't do anything. Yes. Okay. So these are some of the things that we've had most of our people talk about Ibrahim Traore.
Interesting. All right. So still on the Ibrahim Traore news, BBC made a feature, and this time around it was specifically and particularly about Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, to highlight what other people in the worldwide are saying about him, that he's actually warming the hearts of many people. And I can tell that as you are watching us, if you don't know anything about him by now, I don't know which world you are in, but if you don't, we have given you a little background of him. You can follow Pinax TV for more, and then make sure you leave a comment, and then share the video for us. Thank you very much. We'll see you when we see you.